Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Projects. This week we're doing another episode from Create This Book 3, and I'm super excited because I've got some really fun plans for this one. First up, we've got Create Symmetry. With this one, I was trying to think of symmetrical things. In the little prompt, there's like a little butterfly, but I didn't want to do a butterfly. I was thinking maybe I could do snowflakes, because snowflakes are naturally symmetrical. First up, we need to decorate the page. So I've got some watercolour paper and I'm going to add loads of blues and purples and make it really cold. And I'm just dripping it all around the page. If you like ASMR, I'll let you listen to this. So let's talk about snowflakes. I found some really cool facts about snowflakes. They're just fascinating. They're so beautiful, naturally beautiful. You may know this already, but no snowflake is the same. They're a bit like fingerprints. Every single one of them is unique, and that absolutely fascinates me. So as you can see, I've done a few different shapes and sizes of snowflake. I did some with 6 sides, some with 8 sides. Apparently you can even get 12-sided snowflakes, but the most common is the 6-sided snowflake. Talking of lots of different snowflakes, just had an idea, it just popped into my head. It'd be really cool to have like a sticker pack of lots of different snowflakes, different sizes and different shapes, and I really want to do that. Would you like that? They could even have faces on them. Ooh, ideas coming into my head. So I should probably tell you, I have a shop filled with stickers and books and prints. It's the cassieprojects.co.uk, so do head on over there if you would like to support my shop or just have a little browse. You can actually get a free thing on there. I think it's one of my Zentangles that is free, and you can click on the homepage and you can just download that. So go get something for free, even if you don't want to buy something. Now this is what I found so ridiculously fascinating. I didn't know this at all. We wouldn't have snowflakes if we didn't have dust and pollen in the air. So a snowflake is made from dust with water froze around it. So if we didn't have that dust in the air or that pollen in the air, we wouldn't have snowflakes. How incredible is that? Works a little bit like bogies, doesn't it? Aren't bogies made up of dust?
And snot.
Similar sort of thing. See, dust is very crucial. We need it for our bogies and our snowflakes.
That's disgusting.
My snowflakes, you can't really see them amongst the background. So what I thought I'd do is use some thicker Posca pens, and I'm using some darker colours. So I've got a dark grey, a light grey, a blue, a white, it's just thicker, and a black. And basically I'm just going round those snowflakes and just adding lots of different colours to them to just make them stand out a little bit, which I really liked actually. I'm glad I did different colours. And then I added some dots, and then I also did some little tiny snowflakes, and I think that really finished it up. I then stuck that in, gave it a bit of a black border, and wrote the prompt back on there, and there is my Create Symmetry page. Moving on to create a quilt. So this one, I really didn't know what to do. I've been having a little think of ideas, and I've been like, should I draw it? Should I crochet it? Should I just stick fabric in there? So I thought I'd do all three. I'm going to do some crocheting and create 2 little squares for this quilt. I did a chain of about 6 or 7, and then I did a single crochet along that line and back again until I created this rectangular shape. These squares in this book aren't actually perfectly square, they're very slightly rectangular, and I chose 2 different blues for my crocheted squares. This one's a bit more of a turquoise blue, and then I did this darker blue, very different types of wool. I didn't want to do crochet for the whole thing, so I decided I would cut up bits of fabric that I've hoarded over the years. So I'm just going to add some squares of fabric in there, and then the little gaps in between I thought I would draw my own patterns. So I'm using acrylic markers to fill in these cute little patterns. I'm doing some with circles and flowers and leaves and dots, and just doing lots of different styles and colours. I thought I would make the prompt more beautiful, make it really stand out with gold as the background, and then filled in the little quilt font there. And there you go, there is my create a quilt. Finally, we've got create a wish. The prompt says, draw your perfect cake with candles, make a wish on the flame. Of course, it has to be chocolate and cherry. I just love that combination. It's delicious.
But I think you're absolutely delicious.
So I'm making a chocolate and cherry cake, and I'm gonna do this digitally. As you can see, I'm bringing in references. So this just enables me to get the shape of the cherries right, and I can also use it to colour pick as well. So I'm getting the right reds, and I'll also bring in a chocolate cake later on where I can pick the right chocolatey browns. I'm really trying to get better at my digital art and make it more natural, more like my own art that I do in real life, not digitally. I've been using some different pens that I would usually. I used to just use like a thick studio pen which just had no sketchiness to it. So I'm using a Derwent pencil to create the sketch, and I'm gonna colour this whole thing in by hand, which seems insane because there's a lot of colouring to do and my hand was really hurting at the end of it. But I'm using this brush called Pastel, which is very similar to a coloured pencil texture but a lot thicker, so you can do a lot more space on there, and it kind of has an almost canvasy texture to it, so it kind of looks like a canvas is sat behind it on the paper, which is really nice. I like the texture of it. So I'm colouring it in that using my pastel brush, and I'm also using my Derwent pencil to do the finer areas. And then to finish this off, I thought I would do really sparkly candles. I would do candles that are like sparklers. It was really fun doing this. First I did just lines, and then I copied and pasted it, put it underneath, and then used the blur tool to blur behind it. I added a bit of a yellow blur behind it as well, and they really look like they're glowing. It's really cool. So I've got my lovely sparkler candles on there, but I didn't want to draw the wish that I wanted on the flame because they're cool sparklers. So I thought I would put text behind the whole cake, which is, I wish for more chocolate, just over and over again. And that's the background, because I just wish for more chocolate all the time. In fact, I want some chocolate. I might go eat some chocolate. So I'm going to print that off and stick it into my book, and then I'm going to redo the prompt and write create a wish. So there are my 3 pages for this week. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you go and check out my shop, thecassieprojects.co.uk. Do carry on watching some more videos over here, and I will see you soon.